Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hi.
Hi, are you sure you can prepare for product based companies through this course?
Yes, sitting at home?
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Yes.
Hey, what do you mean by a self paced course?
Well, the course material is available in the form of video lectures. And there are multiple practice problems that come along as well. So, you can access all of it anywhere, anytime. And they are available to you for lifetime.
No way!
Oh, yes way. Don't delay and enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hello guys and welcome back to this amazing channel. So today we are going to discuss about the new problem today, which is expression add operators. It was fast. So yeah. आज हमारा problem है expression add operators that we are going to discuss today. The problem is quite difficult. It's a hard problem of geeks for geeks. So I know it will be quite complex for you to understand. But yeah, it will be fine. Let's start the problem. Let me first share the screen. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to you all. Please let me know in the comment section. Hello Nakas, hello Madhur, hello Rishit. So everyone in the house, let's start. Oh wait. So the problem simply says that there is a string, and in the middle of the string we have to insert sub, add, subtract, and multiplication operators. So it seems very easy. It seems actually very easy with what we are doing, but the only problem is that this multiplication operator is quite complex. Okay, I will tell you why. I will tell you why. The multiplication operator is complex because let's say that we are going through that particular string that we are having. Let's say the string is 1 2 3. Okay, so let's say the string is 1 2 3. So we have first added a multiplication here. Okay, so when I will add multiplication here, it will become 3. Okay, and let's say then I have to add a I have added I have added an addition here. So when I have added this 1 and 2, it becomes 3. Okay, now let's say I have to add a multiplication operator. So now this multiplication will be done after this 3 and the result will be 9. But if you will see, eventually the result will be 7. So there's a change in the result. So this is what we have to uh, keep in mind when we will solve this particular problem. This is what we will keep in mind. Am I clear? Got it? Are you getting the problem we are having with this multiplication operator? If we have done first addition, but there's a multiplication, we have to first focus on this multiplication. And then after that, we have to add that to the previous value. Got it? So the thing is that we will be also keeping track with the previous operation that we have done. We'll be keeping track with the previous operation that we have done, whether it is a multiplication, whether it is a subtraction, whether it is addition. One more thing we are saying that your expression should not have leading zeros. Like it should not be 2 plus 0 3. So this is the next problem that we are having. Okay. So that's the another thing that we are focusing here. Got it? So Yeah, Nakas, I hope that you have got it. So the basic thing is that if there is a addition, after that there is a multiplication. So first we have to do the multiplication, and then the addition is done. But if you will do in a linear way, like left to right, so first we will do addition, then multiplication, and that's a wrong method. So we'll take care of this also. Okay, let's see how we can do this particular thing. So see, what will happen is that obviously it is a recursive function. Okay, recursive plus backtracking thing, something kind of that thing is there. So we'll be taking a function, and all the such strings which will give the target, we have to store it in a particular different vector. Okay. So what we will do here, guys, is that we will be having a different vector. Okay, we have a different vector. Now we'll have a recursive function. Okay, let's say the function is recursive. Okay, a simple function is there. The function will take the current I where we are, like the current index of the string. It will take the string that we are building. Got it? That we are building. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not. We have to first put the sign, then evaluate. But we will. What we will do? See, I don't able to solve this problem. No problem, Risit. Let me understand. Let me explain. It's not like Risit that you have to first put the site. See, what will simply happen is, let's say that you are first going on. Okay, you have taken first, like the numbers are like this: 9, 1, 3, 2, 4. These are the numbers. Simple. Okay. So let's say you have to add some symbol. So let's say you have added a plus here, plus here. So see, the value that will become will be 9 plus 1, 10. Okay. Then let's say you have added a minus, so the value becomes 7. So till now it's completely clear. Like till now it's completely clear. But let's say now you are adding a multiplication. So now it becomes difficult because this minus 3 should not be there. First multiplication should be done, that should be subtracted. So it should be 9 plus 1 minus 6. So this should be common. So in that case, what we will do is that the last operation that we have done, this minus 3, that operation will be reversed. I will tell you how. We will keep take away. Now we will multiply the last value with the current value, which will become 6. And now this 6 will be subtracted. So that is what we will do in case of multiplication. In case of multiplication. Alright. So that's the basic thing that we'll be doing. Is it clear? Everyone, guys? Is it clear? Just write a +1 and we'll move forward. Okay. So see, what we'll be doing is we have to just simply take care of two things. The first thing is that this leading zero should not be there, and second thing is that uh, uh, problem of multiplication sign should not be there. Okay, great. So that's the basic thing that we are going to have here. Okay, okay. Okay, is it clear, guys? ठीक है, अब देखो, this is a function, the recursive function. I have taken the I, the current I where we are. I have taken the S. Okay, the current string that we have made, like this string, ये जो चीज होगी, this is the current string that we are having. Okay, now the next thing we are having is the previous operator. Okay, the previous number that we have done. I can say the previous operation that I have done. See, like just like here, -3 or +1, the previous operation that we have done. We have to store that also. Okay. After that, the next thing that we have to store is the string obviously given to us and the target given to us. Okay. See, first is the base case. So base case is very simple, guys. Base case is very simple. That's simply what I will do. That if my I has reached the end of the vector, if my I is reached at the end of the vector, which is the vector num, okay, it reaches at the end of the vector, and my sum is equal to the target. If these two cases are true, if I has reached the last index and sum is equal to target, so simply in my answer we will push back that string, and you will return. Simple. I hope the base case is clear. Is the base case clear, everyone? If I have reached the end, and if my sum is equal to target that we want, simply insert that in the answer. Okay, please respond. Is it fine? Now we will simply call this function in this, like this recursive function. Like recursion I will be 0. Initially I will be 0, will start from 0 index. S will be empty initially. Sum, so sum will be also 0 initially. Previous will also be 0 initially. This num should be S given to you and target will be target. And then when this function will be there, I will return this answer. Now let's write the whole logic, the exact logic of this problem, which is the recursive. Okay, which is the recursive. So the recursive function क्या है? What is the recursive function here? The recursive function is simple. That let's say currently you are at I. So देखो मैं आपको बताता हूँ क्या करना है. Let's take a sample. Let's say this. Let's take any sample value. Let's say it's 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's a basic thing. Fine. देखो, let's take it like this. Let's say we are I is here. I is here. Okay. So guys, when I is here, what I will do, I will check for every possible cases. Means for I will check for this as a number also. I will check for this as a number also. I will check for this as a number also. Am I right? Like for every substring from I to J, I will take it as J. I will consider it as a number to take. I will consider it as a number to take. Am I right? It can be like 45 plus third to it also. It can be 5 plus 4 minus. It cannot be minus. It can be like this also. Am I right? There are multiple I can just say key combinations possible. There are multiple combinations possible. So if we are at I will take a loop J, which will start from I and will go up to the end of the okay. Am I clear? ठीक है, ठीक है. अब देखो, अब they are also saying one thing. So when we are taking this I and J, so I and J means that we are considering from I to J as a single number in our string. We are considering this I to J as a single number in a string. Okay, so means which substring? The substring from I with the length J minus I plus 1. So like what will be the length of this? The length of this will be J minus I plus 1. So a substring is starting from I with the length J minus I. I'm considering this particular string. But before that, I will check one thing. The check is that if my J is greater than 1 and my nums of I is 0. Why I'm saying if my nums of I is 0 return? See guys, this is a very important point. The point is if my first character means if this thing, this nums of I is 0, means if it is a single 0, we can like see, we can write it like 5 0 plus 0 plus 23. It is possible. This is possible when I and J are equal. I can take that 0 as a separate entity, but I cannot take it like this. I cannot take it like this because leading zeros are not possible. That is what I am saying, that if my J is greater than 0 and if my nums of I is 0, means there is a leading 0, means simply return. Don't do any operation. Am I clear? Now, if that case is clear, the next point we'll be doing is that we will be considering like this is a string. This is a, let's say it is this. Okay, it is here. I is here, J is here. So So this is a string. I have to extract the integer out of it. Like I have to make it a long x is equal to, let's say, 540. So I will take that number out of that substring. Okay. What I will do, I will take a number and I will convert it to long. I will convert that substring to a long. Now this is the current number that we are taking. This is the current number that we are taking. Simple. Simple. Got it? Okay. Now see one thing, guys. A very important point next is that if I is 0, means if that is the first number which we are considering, if that is the first number that we are considering, like when we are having this first number from I0 to A. So I will store it in my S. I will store the same number in my value also. Value means in this case we are taking a sum. In this case we are taking a sum. And my previous will also be 540. So all the things, my S, my sum, my previous, everything will be equal to that number. Okay. So now what I will do, when it will be the first number that we are taking. So I will call the same recursion for j plus 1, like from I to j we have taken, and check for j plus 1. Next, j plus 1, okay. Now your S will be added with that particular substring, just like 540. Your current sum will be equal to number also, and your previous will also become equal to number, and everything else will be same. Nums and target will be same. That's the first case. Now the next case, if that's not the first thing in the expression, if that's not the first thing in the expression, the next case is again I will do the same thing. Again I will do the same thing. That recursion call for j plus 1, it is fine. S plus nums of is also fine. That is also fine. Just first case, what I will do is I will consider addition. I will consider a plus operator between my s. Means let's say that the first character I have considered, let's say it was the 54023. So first I have taken this 5. So I will take 5 plus the next whatever I am taking. So you can see like 5 plus I have added, and then the next part. You can see it. Okay. And then in the sum also, that number will be added. Previous will be same. Like previous is, see, what is previous? Previous is nothing but what is the previous operation you have done. That is what previous is. So the previous operation you have done is plus number. Right? The last operation that you have done is the plus number. So in the previous also we have the plus number. Positive number is there. Okay, that's the first operation. Similarly, we can have the subtraction also. For subtraction also, what happened? I will subtract. Similarly, in case of some plus number, I will do some minus number. And the previous operation in this case will be negative of number, because last operation we are subtracting. So first of all, tell me if these two operations are clear, because next one is going to be quite difficult, which is the multiplication operation. That is going to be quite difficult. Is this one clear? This much is clear, guys, everyone? Because next one is going to be quite difficult. Yeah, simple is that when we are adding that particular substring from I to j in my string, so I've added a plus operator, and in my sum also I've added a number, and my previous will be number also. So let's say that let's say currently your everything is 0. Okay, currently is nothing. Let's say the first string that you have taken is 5. So in the string you have taken 5. When the first thing when you're taking, simply by adding s. So my sum will be 5 also, and my previous will be 5 also. Now let's say Let's say next I have taken is 40 and I'm adding it. So I've added 40. I've added 40 here also, and my previous also becomes 40. Okay. Now let's say I'm taking 2 minus 2. So I'm doing minus 2 here. I'm subtracting minus 2 from here also, and I'm doing minus 2 here also. Am I right? Now let's say next we are taking 3, but we are taking multiplication 3. So is this subtraction and minus clear? Subtraction and minus clear? What I'm trying to say? Now see, when we are having this multiplication, so देखो multiplication में क्या होगा? First of all, I will add it here in this sum. So in my S, that multiplication will be added. So what happens? Ki in my sum, that will be added with a multiplication sign. That's completely fine. Yeah, multiplication sign will be added. Now, how your sum will be changed? So it's not like you simply will multiply your 3 in your sum also. No, that will not be there. Like currently, if I will write it clearly, currently your sum was 43. But now you cannot directly multiply 3 in your sum. Why? Well, it's not possible. Because now you have to take this 2 and 3 as an individual unit. And then you have to subtract that. So what we will do, so let's say the current you have done till minus 2. And your previous was minus 2. You have already stored that previous somewhere. So first of all, you will subtract that previous from your sum. So you will subtract your minus 2 from your sum. Subtract means that previous operation will be undo. That will be reversed. अब देखो अभी 45 क्या है? This 45 is nothing but value of this operation. This minus 2 is reversed. Now you will multiply that current number 3 with your present, and then you will add this here. So this is how this will be taken as a whole. And now your answer is fine. So what you will do, you will first subtract from your number the previous. Now you will add your previous multiplied by current number. That is what we are doing. Got it? And now if you will see what is your change. So the change, the last operation you are doing is this, which is what? Previous into current number. So your last operation will be this previous into current number. That's all. So that was quite complex. I hope you have got it. If you will do it once more, you will for sure got it. If you will try it once more, you will absolutely got it. Okay. So you can see the problem is solved successfully. If we talk about the time and space complexity, exactly this is the time and space complexity. You can see it's 4 multiplied by size of S, because you can see there are 4 recursion call. 3 are there. By the way, there are 3 recursion call, but yeah, one more recursive call will be there if you will consider this one. Okay. Not this one, but these are 3 main recursion calls which we're having. And S, because for every because inside this also we're having a loop. So this S is for loop in every recursion call, and there are, as I told you, if you have 2 recursion call, it is 2 to the power n. If you have 3 recursion call, it's 3 to the power n. 4 recursion call, 4 to the power n. So this is the basic thing that we're having. So the problem was quite complex, guys. I know. I will share the code with you all of this problem. You can refer that code, obviously. Okay. Also, guys, one more update for you guys, that from next week, that is from next Friday, not from tomorrow, like this week, maybe from next Monday, I'm not sure. Next Monday, not tomorrow and on Sunday, your POD timing will be wait, 12 again. Because see, that minus depends on a number, that see that minus no, it's see Rishit, that we will not make it minus previous number, because that sign, whether it is minus or plus, it depends on the sign of the number. That plus or minus depends on the sign of the number. So if number is negative, automatically previous into number will be negative. If number is positive, previous number will be positive. So that sign depends on the number sign, not the, we don't have to add it always. So because here the previous was negative, here previous was -2, so overall was minus, overall we were subtracting. If it was positive, overall we will add it. I hope you have got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so great guys. Thanks for today's class. It was quite long because the problem was quite tough. Let's meet again tomorrow at the same time. Till then, happy coding. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. GFG कर लो हो जाएगा.